So the FAL has been getting a lot of hype lately ever since it got buffed just the other day, and if you guys are accurate, this gun is probably the best assault rifle or best gun in general in the entire game. And literally, if someone is only at 100 health in Warzone, it takes one shot to the head to completely finish them, which is absolutely insane, which means it should only take 3 shots to the head if they're at full health. That's crazy. This gun is sick. You guys definitely want to start using it, and I'm going to give you guys 2 class setups for this. One for Warzone, made for long range, and one that you could still use in Warzone, but it's also good in multiplayer, and that's the one that's made for mid-range. So let's get into it, guys. What is up, guys? My name is Nick and welcome back to another Modern Warfare video, man. Today we are talking about the FAL, a super overpowered gun, and for good reason, man. If any gun needed a buff, I would say this is definitely the one, and I'm happy this is the one that got it. Now guys, before we get into classes, if you could go ahead and drop a like on this video, we're gonna set it to 2,000 likes for the FAL. If you guys are loving this gun, just let me know by dropping a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. We just recently hit 600k, which is absolutely insane. Thank you guys, and if you could keep that going up to the next milestone, that would be cool as well. And don't forget to turn on those notifications, and let me know down in the comments below if you guys like the FAL or if you think it's overhyped. I personally do not think it's overhyped, and I love this gun. But let's get into it. The first class I want to talk about is the one that's completely made just for Warzone. I mean, you could use it on multiplayer as well if you're playing like super large maps like Graz and Raid and stuff like that, but I wouldn't suggest it. So the perks you want to run is EOD, Ghost, or Overkill, and if you're running Overkill, use Amped in perk number 3 so you guys could actually switch faster. And the weapon that I suggest using if you're using Overkill is the MP5, because that gun does nice dirty stuff, and I've given you guys an MP5 class in the past. Check it out, it's a nice one and it'll definitely drop people in Warzone. Now the lethal you want to run is a C4, and the tactical is either going to be a stun or a snapshot, whatever you guys like. And if no one is using a heartbeat sensor on your team, make sure you're the guy who goes ahead and uses it so you guys can actually see people a lot easier. Now the first thing you want to run on this one right here is going to be the muzzle monolithic suppressor. This is Warzone, guys. You want that sound suppression, this gives you that sound suppression. You want that damage range, this gives you that damage range. Now it does take away ADS speed and aim walking steadiness, and I will warn you guys, the ADS on this gun is completely chopped. We can't even throw on another attachment to actually help bring the ADS back up, because as you guys are going to see as this class goes on, we're going to need every other attachment that we use, and most of them take away, if not all of them, take away ADS speed. So that's definitely chopped, and this gun is meant for that long range, which is why I tell you guys use the MP5 or something that's really good up close so you can have a weapon for all distances. Now it also takes away aim walking steadiness, which isn't something too bad, but let's go on to the next attachment, which is going to be the barrel, the XRK Marksman. Now guys, I'm going to tell you something right here. I've tested out so many classes, and the 2 of them that I'm testing out right now are definitely the best ones. Like yesterday's top 5, I wanted to throw the FAL into it, but I couldn't because I just couldn't come up with a good class. And then finally I started using these 2 classes, and they're definitely worth using. So trust me, even though this one takes away a lot of ADS, it's really worth using. So the barrel is the XRK Marksman. That gives you damage range, which is something you definitely want. It gives you bullet velocity, again, something you definitely want, and it gives you recoil control, so this gun isn't kicking too much at a distance and stuff like that. You guys could actually stay a lot more on target. But like I said, this one's definitely taken away ADS speed, and it's also taken away movement speed as well, so we're losing that right there. Now the optic is going to be the GI Mini Reflex. This one gives you a nice sight. It's the fastest one. Even though it does take away some ADS speed, it doesn't take as much as all the other optics and stuff. So this one is definitely the one you want to run, and you could stay on target a lot easier as well using an optic at those further ranges. Even in the mid ranges, it does help out a lot too. The ammunition is the 30 round mags. Unfortunately, that is the highest you could actually get with this gun right here. Now that kind of sucks. I kind of wanted to go like 50 rounds, maybe even 60, but that would just be a little too overpowered, let's be honest, guys. So 30 round mags, highest you could get. It gives you more ammo. It's not too bad. Now it does again take away ADS speed and movement speed, but for those of you guys who don't know, I've done a lot of testing on a lot of weapons, and when there's like 5 attachments to take away ADS speed, it doesn't really actually take away as much as you think. So for the first 2 attachments to take away ADS speed, that's almost the max that you could lose by losing ADS speed, I should say. So it's not too bad. I mean, you're not going to be losing way way too much. It's not going to take 10 seconds to aim down sight. So you guys are watching the gameplay. It's not that bad. The underbarrel is going to be the Ranger foregrip, and the reason I want this one, I kind of wanted to run the Commando foregrip, but I also wanted to have that recoil control and the aiming stability. Like the aiming stability you get with the Commando foregrip, but this one does give you that recoil control as well, which is really nice. Now again, ADS speed is gone and some aim walking movement speed, which is a little bad, but not too bad. So that's the class right there. You guys can see it. It's not as bad as it sounds. Trust me, if you're using this for long range and not for close range, you're gonna enjoy it. And if you guys like the MP5 or any good secondary, you got those as well to work with. So that's really nice. Now to the multiplayer class, and this is the last class I'm gonna give you guys for the FAL. This is probably my favorite one, especially if you're playing multiplayer where everyone's health, max health is set to 100. You could be getting a lot of one-shot kills with this right here, and that's what makes it fun. So the perks you want to run for this is the EOD or Scavenger. I personally use Scavenger because not as many people as you think are running around with the FAL. So if no one is with the FAL on the enemy team, you can't pick up ammo unless you have Scavenger. Ghost for perk number 2 because UAVs are called in a lot, and Tune Up because you want to get either your Dead Silence or a nice one. If you guys want to run right here, the stopping power is going to do some damage on people. So if you want to run that little hint, go ahead and do it and pick it up in Warzone whenever you got the chance. Now for the lethal C4 and for the tactical stim shot for sure. Now let's get into the actual class. The first thing you want to run is the muzzle monolithic suppressor. Yes, I'm going to say it, this might be a Warzone class as well. You guys could definitely use it on there and get away with it. So definitely use the monolithic suppressor if you want. Now this gives you sound suppression, but it also gives you damage range, which is pretty cool as well, taking away some ADS, but don't worry, we're not losing too much ADS on this class. It's not going to be like the last one that we had, and it also takes away some aim walking steadiness. The barrel is going to be the 13.0 OSW para, and this one is giving us that ADS speed that we just lost, but it's also giving us movement speed so we can run around a lot faster. It's not an SMG, it's not a pistol, so you want to have some attachments that give you movement speed as well. And it does take away bullet velocity, which kind of sucks, and it does take away recoil control, again, kind of sucks, but we're using it for up close, so we don't have to worry about those things. Now you could run an optic if you want, and if you do decide to run an optic, go with the GI Mini Reflex again. It will take away ADS speed, or instead of running an optic, I suggest running maybe the no stock, so you could get more movement speed and a faster ADS speed. And with that attachment on, yes, it was nerfed, but it's not too bad on this gun. Since this gun only fires one bullet at a time, it's a little easier to control. The next one is going to be the underbarrel, and that is the Commando foregrip. Rather than the Ranger foregrip or anything like that, we don't want to lose more ADS speed. So this one's really good because we're only losing movement speed with the Commando foregrip, but we're getting aiming stability and we're getting recoil stabilization. So it does help out this gun very little, but at least we're not losing the ADS speed. Now if you don't care for the Commando foregrip, go ahead and run on the ammunition 30 round mags so you can get more ammunition. You lose ADS with this though, so I'm going to warn you guys that this class is built to be a little faster on the ADS, so you might not want to run 30 round mags. You want to keep it at the base magazine that you actually get, which might mean you have to reload a little more, but if you're hitting those headshots, you're hitting those one-shot hit kills, it's not too bad, so I wouldn't worry about that right there. So the ammunition or Commando foregrip, choose which one you guys want. I'd rather run the Commando foregrip to be honest, but you will catch me running the ammunition sometimes. And the last attachment on this class is going to be the rear grip stippled grip tape, and this one's obvious. I use this a lot. This gives you ADS speed, which is really nice, but it also gives you the most important attachment in my opinion in the entire game, and that is sprint to fire speed. That's the most important positive you could ever ask to get. So this is really good, especially on the smaller maps. You're already running with an assault rifle, which is a little heavy. This here, you guys, if you're sprinting and you get caught off guard turning a corner, you should be able to fire this weapon right off the rip. So it's not too bad. You guys could definitely use it. But that is going to be it for the FAL. I wanted to make a class that was really good. I told you guys I just didn't want to upload a video where I just make a class hoping it's good and then it turns out to be trash. So these two classes I played with a long time. I played with other classes that I thought were good, and these are definitely the ones that are better. So go ahead, use them. I love these classes. And yeah, like I said guys at the beginning of the video, if we could go for 2,000 likes on this one, man, just go ahead, smash it, drop it, do what you got to do with it, especially if you made it this far to the video. There's no point not to, right? Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. We just passed 600k, so that is crazy. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.